everybody, welcome to my channel.
Caroline Trentini. Biography. Caroline Trentini is a Brazilian supermodel known for her striking presence on the runway, her versatility in fashion editorials, and her long-lasting influence in the global modeling industry. Early life and discovery. Caroline Aparecida Trentini was born on July 6, 1987, in Panambi, a town in southern Brazil, state of Rio Grande do Sul. She is of German descent, and she grew up the youngest of three sisters, after her father passed away when she was just a year old. Caroline was raised by her mother, Lourdes, who worked as a public employee to support the family. Her path to modeling began in a way that seems almost cinematic. At age 13, while walking through the streets of Panambi, she was discovered by the same scout who found fellow Brazilian supermodel Gisele Bündchen. Recognizing her potential, the agency quickly introduced her to the world of professional fashion modeling. Within a few months, she moved to São Paulo. By age 15, she relocated to New York City. Despite not knowing English, she learned the language while working in the industry. Breakthrough in fashion. Caroline's breakthrough moment came when she booked an advertising campaign for Marc Jacobs photographed by Jürgen Teller. This campaign caught the attention of fashion insiders, and from that point, her career accelerated rapidly. She became known for her athletic, statuesque figure, a unique combination of intensity and softness in editorials. Her ability to adapt across styles, from avant-garde high fashion to sophisticated commercial work. Caroline appeared in campaigns for major brands including Victoria's Secret, Louis Vuitton, Oscar de la Renta, Gucci, Versace, Dolce & Gabbana. Her runway presence became a signature element of fashion weeks in New York, Paris, Milan, and London. Walking for designers such as Balenciaga, Alexander McQueen, Chanel, and Christian Dior. Vogue cover success. One of Trentini's most notable achievements is her close relationship with Vogue, particularly Vogue Italia, Vogue US, and Vogue Brazil. In 2008, she appeared on the iconic Vogue Models of the Moment cover, photographed by Steven Meisel, alongside other top supermodels, an image that symbolized the return of the supermodel era. She has been featured on numerous Vogue covers worldwide, making her one of Brazil's most prolific high fashion models of her generation. Professional style and legacy. Caroline is admired for her professionalism, discipline, and athletic agility. Her modeling style is assertive, expressive, and dynamic, qualities that made her a favorite among photographers like Steven Meisel, Patrick Demarchelier, and Mario Testino. Trentini is also known for her transformative ability in editorials, strong dance-like movement in photoshoots, a rare longevity in a fast-changing industry. Her career spans over 2 decades, a remarkable feat in high fashion. Personal life. Caroline Trentini married Brazilian photographer Fabio Bartil in 2012. They have 2 children together. Despite an international profile, Caroline remains deeply connected to Brazil, where she frequently works on campaigns and editorial projects. Philanthropy. Trentini has participated in charitable initiatives, including events related to children's welfare and social support projects in Brazil. She has expressed interest in using her platform to encourage education and opportunities for young women. Legacy. Caroline Trentini stands as one of Brazil's most successful fashion models, a symbol of international elegance, endurance, and reinvention. From small-town beginnings to global recognition, her journey reflects the spirit of the supermodel era while continuing to inspire future generations in the fashion world. Caroline Trentini. Extended biography and career narrative. Caroline Trentini is regarded as one of the most consistent and enduring Brazilian high fashion models of the 2000s and 2010s. Known for her arched back, dramatic movement, and energetic, jump editorials, she became a favorite muse of photographers, especially Steven Meisel, who played a key role in shaping her early international career. From Panambi to the world, a model's leap. Growing up in Panambi, a small agricultural town, Caroline lived a simple childhood far removed from the fashion capitals. She was tall, athletic, and often towering over her classmates. Her mother initially hesitated when agencies expressed interest. Modeling sounded like an uncertain path, but Caroline's insistence and determination helped her family agree. When she moved to São Paulo at 13, and then to New York at only 15, she had no English vocabulary, aside from hi and thank you. A suitcase full of clothes too big for her. A fierce ambition to make it. Her first months in New York were tough. She occupied a shared model apartment, attended castings daily, and studied English every night. Her boldness paid off when she landed her breakthrough Marc Jacobs campaign shortly after arriving. Once she stepped in front of the camera, she transformed. Remark from a fashion editor describing Trentini's early shoots. Creative collaborations and editorial identity. Caroline's power lies in her ability to move. Fashion photographers developed a term for her, the model who jumps. Thanks to Steven Meisel, Caroline became known for dynamic editorial poses, gravity-defying leaps, extreme body control. She once said she loved shoots that required movement because they reminded her of gymnastics and dance, both of which she practiced as a child. She has appeared in editorials for Vogue, American, Italian, Brazilian, Chinese, Japanese, British editions, Harper's Bazaar. LW magazine. Fashion insiders often compare her modeling energy to early-era supermodels like Naomi Campbell or Christy Turlington. Runway dominance and campaign success. Caroline walked for nearly every major fashion house during her peak seasons. Runway highlights include Chanel, Balenciaga, Alexander McQueen, Valentino, Christian Dior, Prada, Fendi. Signature campaigns. Louis Vuitton, Victoria's Secret, multiple shows and campaigns. Oscar de la Renta, D squared, Gucci, Calvin Klein, Dolce & Gabbana. One of her most iconic fashion moments was her participation in the 2008 Vogue Supermodel cover, a symbolic passing of the torch to new top models of the era. Relationship with Vogue. Caroline Trentini has appeared on more than 100 Vogue covers worldwide, a feat only a small number of models have achieved. She was particularly embraced by Vogue Italia for her high fashion versatility. Vogue Brazil, where she frequently appears as a national fashion icon. She became known as a Meisel girl, a reference to the legendary photographer Steven Meisel's favored models. Personality and work ethic. Colleagues describe her as professional and punctual, warm and approachable, a calm presence backstage despite her high fashion status. She built a reputation for being grounded and humble. She credits her mother and small-town upbringing for keeping her with both feet on the ground. She once said, "Modeling opened my world, but my roots keep me strong." Marriage, motherhood, and model longevity. Caroline married Brazilian photographer Fabio Bartil in 2012. They have 2 sons. Motherhood didn't slow her career. She returned to the runway shortly after her first pregnancy and continued landing major covers. Trentini became celebrated as one of the few high fashion models to maintain a long career without disappearing from the industry after motherhood. Influence and legacy. Caroline Trentini contributed to the wave of Brazilian models dominating the international scene in the 2000s, alongside Gisele Bündchen, Adriana Lima, Alessandra Ambrosio, Isabelle Fontana. Her legacy rests on Longevity, 20 plus years in high fashion, editorial innovation, movement-focused photography, adaptability, from couture and avant-garde to commercial and catalog work, to many young Brazilian models. Caroline represents the message, a girl from a small town can conquer the world. Caroline Trentini, full career expansion. Early career, the Meisel era, 2002 to 2006, after arriving in New York at 15. Caroline Trentini entered the fashion world during a transition period. The industry was shifting from the supermodels of the 90s to the era of high fashion editorial innovation. Her real breakthrough happened when she landed on the radar of Steven Meisel, one of the most powerful photographers in fashion. Meisel is known for launching the careers of many top models, and Caroline became one of his muses. Key achievements in this era: first major campaign, Marc Jacobs editorials in Vogue Italia, significant because Meisel controlled much of the casting. First of many Vogue covers, booked runway shows in all 4 fashion capitals from the moment she.
Bye bye, thanks for watching, bye.